social media. It's not just about the platforms themselves.
To the preservation of the national unity and democratic stability.
Water is life, water is an essential service, and then we must have to carry out the residents.
Local communities are not only vital to the growth of society, but they also form the bedrock of humanitarian development.
Hello and welcome to The Reporter, a news and current affairs program that goes beyond the headlines, bringing reporters from the field to give first-hand accounts and in-depth analysis of unfolding issues, correspondent perspectives, ensuring balanced, credible, and comprehensive storytelling. Welcome once again. I am Aniete Patrick. On this episode, the All Progressives Congress has distributed election materials to the 276 council wards of the state for the party's ward and local council congresses in Benue State, marking the commencement of the congresses in the state. Our Benue State correspondent tells us more.
The All Progressive Congress, APC in Benue State, has commenced its ward congresses across the 276 council wards, assuring a seamless process. Chairman of the All Progressive Congress Ward and Local Government Congress Benue State conducted the disbursement exercise and addressed local council chairmen and returning officers.
Yesterday we conducted a screening successfully and we handed over this form for Congress successfully without any problem. I'm thinking good thing will come out.
He emphasized that the success of the exercise will further reconciliation even at grassroots and strengthening the APC for victory.
Everybody with his registration, APC registration membership card and other things, everything, all criteria, they fill all the criteria and they participate fully, actively in the Congress. Thank you very much. I was sent from national headquarters to witness this Congress, and this Congress was successful. There's no any issue.
Chairman of the APC in Benue State, Benjamin Omale, and the State Organizing Secretary, James Ongoga, urged party supporters to be orderly and ensure that they comply with the regulations of the National Working Committee of the ruling party.
The security is guaranteed. The Excellency Executive Governor of Benue State ensure that adequate security is provided to ensure hitch-free operation throughout the whole 23 local government. Yeah, this has to go in line with the NWC guidelines.
The national electoral committees from our national headquarters who are in the state to conduct the ward and local government congresses that will usher in new executives at the ward and the local government in our party. And the committees were 4 in number. One was the screening committee, another the screening appeal committee. We have the ward and local government congress committee, and then an appeal committee that is going to look into any issue that will arise from the ward congresses that we are conducting today.
This, they say, is a pivotal for APC's grassroots democracy, emphasizing that the congresses are not just an exercise, but they are the very heartbeat of a collective aspiration, forming the foundation which will continue to deliver the dividends of democracy to every Benue citizens. At the APC Secretariat in Makudi, Felicity Ndere reporting for Global Television News.
Well, there you have it from Benue State, where the wards and local council elections are setting up for the election. Apparently, it's election period where we also have elections coming up across some states and also in line with the FCT. And joining us right now is our correspondent who is also monitoring elections to bring us up to speed on the issues happening around Benue State's wards and local council elections as well as other elections. Hello, Sadia. It's good to have you join me on The Reporter. So while we're trying to get Sadia to join me to speak on the issues, and then we get this going to talk on the issues happening around the area council election, let's quickly bring you up to speed with other issues around elections and preparations from Imo State. So we have Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State has called for unity, discipline and cooperation among APC members ahead of the party's ward and local government congresses in the state. He made the call while addressing party stakeholders in Owerri. Our correspondent Amarachi Ibe tells us more.
The talk covered several strategic road corridors across the state, including
stakeholders of the APC gathered at Government House Owerri to deliberate on preparation for upcoming World and Local Government Congress, considered critical to strengthen the party structure ahead of future elections. Addressing the gathering, Governor Hope Uzodinma stressed that cooperation and sincerity among party members remain key to sustaining electoral success. He urged members to embrace inclusive leadership and resolve disagreements through dialogue, noting that party strength lies in unity.
Every local government are not the same. Some local governments, if the consensus is possible and you have your way of doing your thing according to your peculiarity, you do your thing. If where you are not able to agree, you do your direct primaries and bring us the result. The leaders must take responsibility for their actions or inactions.
The governor commended party leaders and grassroots mobilizers for expanding the party's reach while reaffirming his administration's commitment to development and improved security across the state.
We have developed an economic plan. We have developed an industrial policy. We are rebuilding our infrastructure. I don't want a situation when I'm no longer here as the governor. The government that is here will not continue with those things. So we must continue with those things as a priority. So that is why I am particularly interested and I want to get involved on how things are done.
Chairman of the National Working Committee supervising the exercise, Godwin Anawore, described the Congress as vital for building a strong structure ahead of 2027 election and assured stakeholders of a transparent process.
We came here with one mandate, and that mandate is to conduct a credible Congress.
Meanwhile, Deputy Speaker of Imo House of Assembly, Amari Wanyan, supported by lawmaker Chisomo Ojukwu, proposed that the governor coordinate efforts to harmonize party structure to promote unity ahead of future contests. Stakeholders at the meeting reaffirmed commitment to peaceful and successful Congress across the state. From Government House Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
On this issue is our correspondent from Owerri, Amarachi Ibe. Hello, Amarachi. It's good to have you join me on the reporter.
Thank you.
All right. Great. Let's speak on these issues. As Hope Uzodinma calls for unity and discipline ahead of the APC ward and local government congresses in Imo State, will party stakeholders set aside differences to strengthen the party structure before 2027?
Okay. At the other stakeholders meeting, when they met with the governor made it clear that every stakeholder should count. He gave the instruction that every local government should go back to their local government. In a case that they would like a consensus candidate, they should go for it. In a local government where, because all local governments are not equal, all local governments are not the same, where everybody doesn't align together, they should go for a direct primaries. So at the end of the day, the stakeholders, they came together and say, asking the governor to give them a consensus candidate, which the governor already told them that he stands on what he said. They should go back and make sure they do it and do it in peace and come back and get the results for him.
I understand what you're trying to get us to see what's happening, because of course we know that internal party crisis here and there, and I like the fact that you said they are suggesting a consensus candidate, but with assurances of transparent process from APC leaders, including Godwin Anawori, can the upcoming Congress deliver the cohesion and grassroots momentum needed for future electoral process? Because of course that's what a lot of Nigerians are looking forward to, from state level to the federal government level.
Yeah, looking at the elections are holding today, and so far so good. It's been peaceful. Yes, we've not had any report or anything concerning violence or any killing at all that is happening. So far so good. The results will finally come out well.
I like the fact that the process is seamless, because across we have local government elections, which is coming up. That's area council election here in the FCT, and if we're getting good in reports from you in Owerri about the process today for this party Congress election to be peaceful, we hope that of FCT as well, which is coming up tomorrow, will come up smooth and credible and transparent as well. Thank you so much, Amarachi Ibe, for bringing us up to speed on what's happening in Owerri there. We look forward to more engagement as to the results when it's been announced, and let's see how calm the system is there in Owerri. Thank you so much, Amarachi.
Thank you for having me.
Amazing. So let's back to our earlier reports where we talked about the All Progressives Congress distributing election materials to the 276 council wards of the state for the party's ward and local council congresses in Benue State, marking the commencement of the congresses in the state. Well, our correspondent Sadia Yakubu, who's also monitoring elections, is also there to bring us up to speed on what's going on there in Benue. Hello, Sadia. It's good to have you join me on The Reporter.
Hello, Anita Patrick. Good evening, and thanks for having me. And I want to also apologize for coming up very late.
Let's get straight on the conversation. As the All Progressives Congress distributes materials across 276 wards in Benue State, how prepared is the party to ensure a transparent, peaceful and credible ward and local government congresses? Because that's what a lot of Nigerians are looking forward to.
The All Progressives Congress appears to be demonstrating logistically readiness by distributing Congress materials across the 276 wards in Benue State. An earlier deployment of the material is often a strong indicator of administrative preparedness and an intention to avoid last-minute disruption that could undermine transparency.
Right now, from what we see, with party leaders describing the Congress as the heartbeat of grassroots democracy, of course, which we know that this is grassroots politics, and for democracy to speak to the people. Will this exercise truly strengthen unity and reconciliation within the APC ahead of future elections in Benue State, and also with a countdown to 2027?
For APC in Benue State, the impact on unity will largely depend on how the process is handled. If the exercise is inclusive and transparent, it can heal divisions, accommodate different interests, and reinforce loyalty ahead of future election. Ward and local government congress are indeed the foundation of party structure, making them central of grassroots democracy when conducted credibly. So for me, we are good to go.
All right, amazing. So we look forward to seeing this party deal with their internal party crisis and making things stand straight for their party ahead of 2027, as this is a build-up to that particular election. Thank you so much, Sadia, for bringing us up to speed to electoral processes and how this will deepen democracy.
Thank you so much.
So let's turn our focus to the FCT. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has called on residents to come out and vote peacefully in the forthcoming area council elections scheduled for Saturday, February 24th. Wike made the call at a news briefing in Abuja. Our correspondent was there for Global TV. Kabir Hassan will tell us more now.
The minister urged voters to approach the exercise with a sense of responsibility, respect for electoral rules, and tolerance for one another.
And I urge you to come out in your numbers to exercise your right to vote, the sense of purpose and responsibility. As we exercise our democratic rights, let us do so in an orderly and lawful manner. Let us respect the rules, respect each other, and respect the outcome of the election. We must show the world that we are mature and responsible electorate, capable of conducting ourselves with dignity and decorum.
He assured residents of a free, fair and transparent process, emphasizing that peaceful participation remains essential to sustaining democracy in the territory. Kabir Hassan, reporting for Global TV News.
And joining me live in the studio is Kabir Hassan to bring us up to speed with this particular directive given by the FCT minister a few hours to the FCT polls. Hello, Kabir. It's good to have you join me on the reporter.
Good to. Hello.
All right. So amazing that the elections is going to happen tomorrow, and Nigerians are preparing, especially the FCT, to come out and vote for their candidate of their choice across the 6 area council, by which they will elect their chairman and their councillors across the different area councils. How prepared do you think citizens in the FCT are ahead of this particular poll coming up tomorrow?
So looking at from the campaign that happened for the last few days, you will see the reaction in the residents. They are happy about this election that is going to happen tomorrow. They are willing to choose a leader that is being capable, that can take their mandates to the government, and they will solve it for them. Because looking at some of the satellite towns around the AMAC, they are having a lot of issues, which they need a chairman that can go to the government and speak to them about these issues, and the government can come and work for them at their local level.
Okay, so for the FCT, we know that we have flashpoints. I mean by hotspots where security challenges might be, which might be open to voter issues, disruptions, because we've had that in the past. From your own observation and from what the minister said, do you see residents adhering to the directive given by the minister to say come out and vote peacefully, and also do you envisage voter apathy, because that's one thing we've seen current elections happening?
So currently, from what the minister said, he has called for peace voting, and he called for everyone to come and vote, because Nigeria, so far as Nigeria is concerned, as a Nigerian, you have a law that you come out and vote, and the minister has urged the security agencies to come out and support the Nigerians while they are trying to vote, to avoid any damages that can happen during the elections.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing that we have a smooth process tomorrow where Nigerians will come out in the FCT to cast their vote, and we hope that voter apathy will not be a concern to that. I still have you here in studio, so please stay with me. Let's quickly take this report that Kabir also looked at. The Federal Ministry of Works has concluded its media tour and commissioning of emergency intervention projects in Benue State as part of ongoing infrastructure efforts under the Renewed Hope agenda. Kabir Hassan again completes the story.
The tour covered several strategic road corridors across the state, including the Katsina-Ala Takum, Katsina-Ala Kalaba, Old Makodi-Wukari, Otukpo Oweto, and Makodi-Otukpo 9th Mile Enugu roads. At the Katsina-Ala Takum road, the Federal Controller of Works in Benue State, Engineer Mukail Daladi, provided an update on progress, noting that the construction has advanced to Binda and sub-base levels, with hydraulic structures underway.
Of this work, we were confronted with a lot of challenges. These challenges includes security issue, the compensation of affected structure on the road corridor. However, due to the commitment of this particular administration, all these challenges have come to pass.
Emergency flood mitigation works were also commissioned at the Oshungo and Atihi along Katsina-Ala Kalaba Road, where a 100-meter line drain has been constructed to address persistent flooding that previously disrupted traffic and economic activities. Engineering bodies, including the Nigerian Society of Engineering and Current, commended the quality and pace of work. The tour also featured inspection of the dualization of Makurdi-Otukpo 9th Mile Enugu Road, a nationally significant corridor that has suffered years of destruction. According to the ministry, progress on the project now stands at about 48% following resolution of right-of-way and utility relocation challenges.
That we have already achieved in less than 2 years a very big achievement and a very big development.
The team also visited the Bukuru Bridge project linking Benue and Taraba State, where renewed momentum is expected following compensation approvals by the state government. Officials say the project reflects the federal government commitment to restoring critical infrastructure, improving connectivity, and stimulating economic growth across Benue State. The ministry maintains that the nationwide media tour aims at strengthening public confidence and showcasing ongoing efforts to deliver durable and impactful infrastructure. Kabir Hassan reporting for Global TV News.
Well, we're still here, and it's still the reporter, and I still have Kabir with me in the studio. Kabir, let's talk about infrastructure and road networks. We've seen this across FCT. You did a report from Gombe in the last time we talked about infrastructure, road infrastructure, and now we're looking at it in Benue State. With the Federal Ministry of Works commissioning this emergency road interventions across key corridors in Benue State. Don't forget, Benue is the food basket of the nation where it supplies food and all that. How impactful do you think this project will be in improving connectivity for the states in terms of economic value and boosting the activities in the states?
All right, so let's start from the economic aspect, looking at Benue as food place. So Benue has suffered long time of having bad roads, let's say in exporting goods from one region to another, the northwest, northeast, north central, across all the 4 regions of Nigeria. So this major intervention, it will help them in assessing all regions and ease traffic, so they can go and do their businesses around. And looking at the commuters of the road, Benue is one of the major links of road that links from the north to the southern part of the country. And during looking at that time, you can, let's say for example, you are traveling from one state to another. If you are using like 2 hours due to bad road, but this major intervention, when the road are complete, you might use 1 hour to reach the looking at the reports, there are some you see the means of transportation. Flood has already damaged the roads, and people are now using canoes to
convey themselves to the next point. I see that. Thank you so much, Kabir. It was a pleasure having you on the reporter. We look forward to more infrastructural projects like this.
Yes,
for you to
even in FCT and across Nigeria.
Of course, we look forward to hearing from you. Well, it's been an amazing time on the reporter, and we've seen from our reporters, like we say, they bring us first-hand information from the field, and we analyze them on the program. Well, that brings us to the size of the program, the reporter. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV, Channel 365, and StarTimes, Channel 276. To stay connected, kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @Global TV NG. Until we come your way the next time, I am Anieti Patrick. Thank you for watching.
Be mindful of how we use social media. It's not just about the platforms themselves.
To the preservation of the national unity and democratic stability.
Water is life, water is an essential service, and then we must have to carry out the residents.
Local communities are not only vital to the growth of society, but they also form the bedrock of humanitarian